published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got good, go retrieve it. Short, small, when that's from Kelly. Cheetah, print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, all they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today we have an all-AFC meeting between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. They're on the Texans sideline. Look at their head coach, D'Amico Ryans. This guy's one of the last undefeated standing this season, 4-0. Facing off with him, and his head coach, John Harbaugh of the Ravens. This guy's no doubt happy to be back home after they took a loss on the road last week. I'm Kate Scotty with Brock Heward and Will Reichert on for the kick. And we're off on EA Sports. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. We dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Hey, it's very easy for me to use all these psychological cliches, Kate. Right?
Nix is hit. He lost that football. And the Texans have recovered it. Not much return after the fumble, but they will take over inside the red zone. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in Year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
You really do love these moments as a quarterback, bouncing on that field, energized by what your defense just did. Giving you a gift, a turnover, it's a really optimal field position. Would it be rude, Kate, of them not to accept that gift and put an early lead up to really crush their opponent's spirit?
Throwing, Baker. Caught just shy of the goal line. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Trucks a defender. second down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a 13-yard play, and on that last call, not sitting well with D'Amico Ryans. He's going to make them review it.
This play is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Running it with Hampton. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the red zone, on first. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Amari and Hampton. No gain on the play.
It's Hampton on second. And that is exactly why he rallied to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left side, finds Fanning. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it, that's all that matters. Sets him up for the 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Next, quick out wide, complete. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. He was downfield in a hurry, hoping to help with the play, but that effort cost some points as the penalty wipes out that touchdown. Backed up just a bit. Here's another 1st and goal. Throwing here, Nix. Over the screen to Hampton. And they come up with 7 following that flag. That sets up 2nd and 8.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Complete here to Hampton. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing again. Here's Nix. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens trim the lead to 1. It's a Bo Nix touchdown.
Hey, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback, one that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield finds him on the slant. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. And that's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up. Mayfield tucks it, starts running. And the ball is going to remain at midfield as he is stopped at the line. No gain.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, QB keeper, it gets 0.
The third down throw falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton over the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, to really create some indecision defensively.
And a decent run gets him out 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and...
Trying to get it with the option. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought in their defensive minds that the QB can run at any time.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now an inside give to Hampton. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Nick's trying to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Go right side. Caught by Fannin. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nix getting to stretch his legs a little bit here. And he gives himself up after a short gain. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll start out with 3rd and maybe a couple inches at most. QB sneak coming. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Baltimore first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On first down, it's Nix. Now to be caught by Troy Franklin. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
14 yards. That's another.
Hampton now up the middle. He started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore.
Nix holds on to it. And he gives himself up after a short gain. Over just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has it in close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, Texans 7.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you worry about have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it, because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
It gets to Gibbs on the option. And all it can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
That one complete to Diggs. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Baker now from the gun. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Ravens take over. Not an interception by the reigning defensive player of the year. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have 2 choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
So 1st down from the 41. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Incomplete. brings up
Third down, give to Hampton. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Kicker staying on the sideline. Would have been a 48-yard try. Instead, they're going for it on 4. Trying with Hampton. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard
Drop
line.
play here, Hampton. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really broke the backs of the defense.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Again, it's Hampton. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Lucas Van Ness on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to Hampton. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He brings it in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Texans 7.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He'll get this to Henry. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Escapes the defender. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. First down, Texans.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has him on a quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to be set up, Brock, with 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. From the red zone now. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Running it after the penalty. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
No gain on the play.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Gibbs does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Turned away twice now. Will the third time be the charm? Mayfield now on third and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. Jukes away from 1. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Nix now to throw. Jump off caught by his back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing on first down, Nix dumps it off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nix from the gun. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming third down.
Brings up third and 6.
Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They come to the line here, and this is third and 6. Throw here, third down. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. They bring Diggs in motion. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. And a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route That deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
That big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. From the 40, here comes second and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopped by Fourier Oluoku. Third down here, need 8 on play. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. So the heave knocked away from the intended target and brings up fourth down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win. Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, just want to keep this thing close.
He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Here's a look for Nix. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14. Going right this time with Hampton. Makes the tackle. He hits the opening for about 9 yards, but still third down coming up.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Here's Nix to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Dave, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And a fair catch made here at the 17.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and
Throwing, Baker. No one open on that play, so he's going to check this to another county.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up fourth down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
He's got this at the 27. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. Shotgun give to Hampton. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He'll get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's second down now.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Running left out of the second down option. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
And the Baltimore first down. First
last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. From the red zone on first. Complete here to Hampton. He dodged the tackle. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
Number 8, Hampton.
Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. He stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches.
Less than a yard.
He'll try to do it himself. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain 2. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now run with Hampton. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now lead by 10. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. They're on a close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
Texans 17.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Mayfield with a blitz coming. That's taken in by Henry. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it up to the 44. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Baker throwing again. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Punt team on the field. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hampton gets it out of his own read. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Wow, it is has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Pressure coming, Baker. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Olave on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Mayfield. Screen here for Gibbs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. He's going deep this time. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. But this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field. That play's going to remain a touchdown. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late.
Ravens 28, Texans 25.
Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Design run. Here's Nix. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
It's a gain of 11. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Running it with Hampton. Will be yardage at most there. And it's second down.
Christian Harris on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
This is Hampton, right side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has his man, it's Dobbs. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Hampton gets the handoff. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They give to Hampton on the option. He's got it in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Hampton now, the hitter. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Texans 25. Chad Wyland.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Texans and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. First down throw here, Mayfield. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. He dumps it off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The tight end in motion now. Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
It's a gain of 8. And the Texans first down.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
A give to Gibbs. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Ravens and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield will look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Mario Douglas, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Markers are reset. Here we go. On to 44. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion. Now motion him out of the backfield. Once more, it's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Looking to throw. He'll set up the screen. It's Diggs. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Ravens and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. And inside give to Hampton. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on Brooks. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Back to Hampton. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. 3rd and just 2 to go. Again, it's Hampton. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. We have 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens holding on to a field goal lead. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Nick's getting to stretch his legs a little bit here. All right, here we go. 2nd down. On the carry, it's Hampton. That's a first down for the Ravens, partner. And that should all but do it here.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a look for Nix. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute.